We're back, and the Blizzard Cosplay Contest is what closes out our show today. Who will win the invitation to BlizzCon? We're going to find out. Now, let's get to it. Let's get to the Blizzard Cosplay Contest. I'm really excited for that. We're going to find out who wins the ticket, or the 2 tickets to BlizzCon. And, yeah, we're going to take a look at some amazing creations for, you know, all Blizzard games.
And that's
There's
the thing.
a ton of cosplay.
Yesterday we got to see the Battle for Azeroth showcase, which was spectacular. But that was just World of Warcraft. We're now looking at all of the Blizzard franchises.
That's right.
And I've had a sneak peek at some of the guys backstage who were queuing up before. And
So did I.
Very high caliber this year.
A lot of competition.
And it's amazing. It's such an important part of, I think, the Blizzard community. So we have you know, we have all these people putting in hundreds of hours into this craft and passion, and it is just one of those just inspiring things. You see that passion.
You do, you really do. In the detail and every, you know, piece of the costume. Anyways, you guys are going to see it. It's amazing, some of the stuff that's out there and that we're going to get to see this year.
We're going to have 40 contestants out on stage.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a huge amount of people.
Even more trying to get in.
Yes.
So this is the top 40 already, and as you can see, a complete full house.
So many people. It's packed. It's jam-packed right now.
Check out the B-Cam over on gc.blizzard.com.
There's a button you can press. You can check out the feed of the audience.
Exactly,
and the
you will just be able to see some of the booths and some of the stands. I know personally, some people tried to enter, and sadly, they didn't make it into the top 40.
Yeah.
And I think personally that some of those people should have been in this lineup. We'll see. We'll see what
There's
this
just
top
so many
40.
good ones.
Exactly.
There's so many good ones.
They have to draw a line somewhere, and as
That's
always,
right.
those Blizzard judges have the hardest job.
They do.
Trying to pick, and again, because it's across all the franchises, all of those different games. How do you
even
weigh
measure that?
Those two
it's really
things
difficult.
Against,
yeah.
It's so they have a very tricky job. We get the fun job of just admiring them, talking about them,
just looking at the amazing work that they put, you know, so much hard work into, and the top prizes. Now, of course, I already kind of mentioned it. The winner of the cosplay contest will get 2 tickets to BlizzCon 2018 in November. And there's prizes for everyone, which is good. So there's 40 contestants, but everyone wins something. There's runner-up prizes, and of course, there's our partners, HP Omen and Alienware, which also will be providing some prizes as well. So everyone goes home with something. The effort's not lost on at least the top 40.
For the top 40.
The
Sadly,
top 40
again, some people, you know, put a lot of effort in, but you know, again, there's a limited amount of time.
Are we talking about you here? Did you
might
try
have been
to
talking
enter?
about me. Yeah, I tried to enter, and it didn't. Yeah, it didn't really go how I hoped it would or foresaw it was. And, you know, I think that's fine. And, again, what it shows is these judges are human at the end of the day. And they're not going to be right all the time. So, again, I think we might have filmed some of it, so hopefully people will be able to see if they think...
The amount of effort you put in, the level
It's not necessarily
of
about the effort, though. It's about the end quality
The end
product.
quality, yeah. And your performance, too. It sounds like you put a lot of thought into that.
I spoke to some cosplayers beforehand, and again, they were telling me it's not just about what you wear, it's how you act,
it's your
how
confidence
you embody
on stage.
the confidence of the character.
Similar to the dance contest we saw.
Yeah.
It's all about that. Yeah,
Except you look like the character.
Except you look like the character.
You know, it is just
Makes
brilliant
it even
to see
tougher.
that. Every single year, the quality bar just goes up and up and up.
Yeah.
And you know, BlizzCon has their community contest, and the cosplayers are obviously a very big part of that. I'm biased. I think the Gamescom stuff is definitely some of the best there. So the judges are actually coming out on stage now.
Let's take a look.
So we've got, who's this? This is Chris
Amaral. Yeah, we've seen him up on stage a few times this convention.
Yeah, so he's a senior artist on the Diablo team. There's Matthew Soderquist there, who we were playing
just now,
Switch Diablo 3 with.
That's right.
That's Eli Cannon there. He's the lead artist on the World of Warcraft team.
Oh, we got Kevin Dong. That's right. I got to play some StarCraft with him. He's on the StarCraft team. He's the game's co-op designer. Yes, and yeah, I'm actually not sure. It looks like there was a last-minute change on
it's Matthew Cooper, yeah.
All right, Heroes of the Storm, Matthew Cooper, that's who that was. Just a last-minute change-up in the judges' table.
There you go.
Okay.
So these guys, obviously, we're looking at several artists on the team. These guys have, in some cases, actually designed
the cosplays.
the costumes,
they're going to be taking
in
a
essence,
look
the
at and
characters.
judging. Yeah.
And so it's a very surreal moment where the parent gets to meet their child. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they pick favorites. You know, is he going to be voting harshly on Warcraft stuff, or maybe he's like, you know what? I like my game a bit. I think exactly. I'm going to pick my game's going to win.
Yeah.
But again, we've got a lovely spread there across the whole game collection from Blizzard.
In the end, you know, there's.
Yeah, there aren't any favorites.
There's a lot of favorites out there, and it's all part of the Blizzard family. So it's gonna be good to see what the lineup is. I can't wait to start seeing cosplayers join the stage.
And that's, I think, the beautiful thing about Blizzard games is there's so much collaboration between the teams. You know, often when you start hearing about different systems and new interactions, we had it a lot with when Legion came out.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of the Diablo team actually helped create some of those big kind of moments. Oh. And here we go. Look at this.
Yeah.
There's some of the prizes on stage there.
Being
shown.
Look
at that. Alienware,
like we said.
HP Omen.
That's right. Alienware as well. It's a part of that.
Exciting.
Yeah, exciting stuff.
Everyone on stage is going to get something. But obviously, 2 tickets to BlizzCon seems like something you want to win.
The winning prize.
You want to be number one.
I mean, there's the #1 title, and then there's the extra stuff, which is, you know, going to BlizzCon.
BlizzCon is the best. It genuinely is the best thing.
It is every year. I've gone a few years. This is my first time going after having hosted the show. So.
Oh, there you go. You're going to
be amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Now you can compare it to this, and this is spectacular. But BlizzCon is this. Just kind of just this.
Yes.
You know, you don't have any other game out in the hall, and everyone there is a massive, massive Blizzard fan.
And everyone in the audience as well, who's gravitated now from the show floor all back over here.
So
and there's
the cameras
people back
are facing
watching.
this way, but if you could turn them around that way, you would see as many people just trying to stare up. So it's a huge number of people here just trying to get their eyes on these cosplayers.
Yes.
Oh, it's exciting.
And they will not be disappointed. Like, no. Not at all. They're going to get to see.
So here we go. Our first one's coming on stage.
We're coming up here.
We got Blackwatch McCree.
That's right. That's a McCree cosplay. Look at that.
So there we go.
Loving it.
It's a skin released later in the game. It's McCree before he lost his arm. So again, from a cosplay perspective, that's a lot easier than doing a robot arm.
That is true.
It's just a little tip there if you want to look at that.
Oh,
he does look good.
Attitude.
He's playing up to the judges. That's where it is.
That's a great McCree.
Oh, and here we go.
Sylvanas.
Sylvanas Windrunner. You might recognize her from yesterday's Battle of Azeroth showcase.
Yep.
Here we go.
She was there.
She's no stranger to this crowd.
No, she's had
how many people
time to practice. I mean, she's up there now, full confidence. Look at that cape as well. The detail on the bottom there. Yeah,
it's a shame it obviously got damaged at some point.
It looks like it got damaged.
Of course, that is authentic battle damage from the hardened warrior that is Sylvanas Windrunner.
And the cuts and scrapes are even showing on her armor.
I got a chance to see this up close earlier, and it is spectacular. Oh, look at
Every
that.
time.
Yes. She's got that down. Exceptional. She was telling me actually she also has made an Ilaria Windrunner costume, which was featured in a Blizzard video package a few months ago.
Oh, a few months ago.
So it's a fine art of fan art, a fantastic series. If you haven't seen it, give it a Google. It's really interesting seeing the process these guys go into. And there we go, the female Necromancer.
Another great cosplay from Diablo.
So this was Diablo 2 or obviously Rise of the Necromancer, the DLC available for Diablo 3. A fun class. I was playing the male Necromancer today in our playthrough.
Yeah,
lots and
on
lots
the Nintendo Switch. I remember that just
lots
moments
of corpses exploding everywhere.
Yes.
Oh, it's Hanzo.
Hanzo has entered the stage.
So hot right now.
Look at that tattoo sleeve.
Absolutely love. That is a fantastic,
love that.
Fantastic detail.
Well done.
Look at this. Overwatch's very own Hanzo, just looking spectacular.
Even went with full Hanzo with the shaved hair, like that's his actual hair there.
Yeah, I think that's the thing.
It's commitment.
The body. You know, like it's a bit on show.
Build.
Exactly, he's worked out. Yes,
he's worked out. He's put effort into his life.
It's a
Valkyrie
full effort.
Mercy now. Oh my goodness.
Look at this. Lots of Mercy fans out there.
One of my favorite skins there.
This was one of my first legendary skins in Overwatch, and yeah, I do enjoy it.
Look at that.
There you go. Need healing?
Mercy.
No, you're going to get shot.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone's rezzed.
Very pleasant
Look
Mercy
at that. It's okay. She shot everyone and then rezzed them again.
That's true. But Mercy generally is pretty pleasant and smiley.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yes.
Judgement. Arguably the greatest tier set in World of Warcraft history. This is a Judgement Paladin wielding Ashbringer.
Oh my goodness. And that weapon. Look at the size. It's perfect. It's
forged by McCree Bronzebeard. It has the heart of an old Naru. It is so holy, it's unreal. It just turns undead to ash, hence the name.
Great detail on that cosplay.
And here we go, Frostlit Jaina. Hearthstone. It's the first one we're seeing that is definitively from Hearthstone.
Yep.
So Knights of the Frozen Throne, the Death Knight hero Jaina. And
amazing makeup and wig and the whole thing.
It looks fantastic. I like the fur. It looks cozy, but you've got to remember it's quite warm in here.
It is.
So
still colder than most days at Gamescom so far. So picked the perfect day to wear that.
Oh, here we go.
Nice warrior armor. Look at. Again, the weapons.
Burning Crusade. I remember picking this up actually. This is, I remember running through Shattrath City looking like this. Not as cool as this. Oh, look at this. Full makeup as well. At the time I played a gnome warrior, so obviously just imagine this a lot smaller. Bigger shoulder pads though. It's a fantastic two-handed axe as well.
Punk Tracer! Look at that! Such a good one. I'm so happy to get to see this cosplay. It's the first time seeing a Punk Tracer IRL. Good stuff.
There we go. She's just zipping out of there quickly.
I mean, staying true to character. It does. I wonder how much that factors into the actual judging, but
Tyrande.
Yes. Ooh.
She is a very popular character cosplay, but you very rarely see this amount of detail.
Yeah,
look at those ornate shoulder
pauldrons
there.
Point out, yes. The garment, like the dress and everything. I mean, that's a lot of work.
Multi-skilled. You've got tailoring. You've got molded.
And the
elements to it. The sculpting and crafting. Oh, and it is Doomfist. Now, this, I saw this earlier, this is actually made from steel. It's gold-plated, actual gold plating.
The reflection, that's...
But wait, you haven't seen anything
that's
yet.
That's not just molded plastic.
This is metal, and look at that. It's animated. It articulates.
Well, look at that.
It's actually glued onto his body in parts to make it extra authentic and remove... but he has LEDs, wires, lights, you name it. That is an exceptional cosplay, and it's very rare you see a functional Doomfist.
Extra points for metal as well.
And Sindragosa, always a popular
PVC.
one of the dragons.
Yeah.
Sindragosa, she is in human form here. Now, I don't think we see Sindragosa in this sort of way in-game. So this is actually kind of a fan interpretation. And this is always nice as well. It's a little bit like what Heroes of the Storm do, where they roll the what-if dice and be like, oh, hang on, what would this look like?
Yeah.
Maybe this happened, maybe this happens.
Extra points for creativity, perhaps.
Yeah. Oh, and the second of our Hearthstone themed ones, we've got Valeera the Hollow there. She will make you scared of shadows and of cards that can be played multiple times.
Ooh,
very spooky
white
eyes.
Contacts, yeah.
There we go. Not a misplay in sight there. That is spectacular.
Really great cosplay there.
Oh, now this is very fun.
Not wasting any time on stage to get right into character there, Huntress. Ooh.
There we go. Fans of Warcraft 3 and oh, there we go. Look at this. This is a classic Night Elf design taken even further. Absolutely
loving the helmet as well. And the weapons again.
And again, we're seeing here everyone is acting and you know, becoming the character.
Yep.
Here we've got Reaper. I expect them to turn into a cloud of smoke now. Oh, okay, maybe in a bit. That is very cool looking. That mask especially. Look at that. Oh, there he goes. Popped his ult on stage. His Q.
Nicely done.
And that is always something you want to...
on the robe as well.
Yeah, it looks like it's made of some form of leather.
It's made of fabric,
or
it looks
PVC,
like to me. Yeah, maybe PVC.
And here we've got our Warfront armor set. We saw this originally yesterday in the Battle showcase.
Cool. That is very cool.
It's got its battle standard just to try and claim the stage for the Alliance. I'm not sure it will go uncontested, but exceptional quality as we saw yesterday.
Yeah. Love the, again, the work on the, the battle damage on the armor.
Tyrael.
Yes. With some LED action there in the weapon and possibly
as
on
always,
the cosplay itself. Yeah.
Tyrael somehow manages to get it wrong eventually. So here in the Nexus, I'm guessing he's come across some Zerg and yeah, he's fallen once again. Justice has fallen twice. But there we go. Eldrin, the sword.
This is nice.
Dreamwalker
Raiment.
Fantastic druid set. Now this one is, again, one with a little added extra. I hope we might get to see something now, but potentially not. But there is some smoke effects when I've seen her backstage.
Let's see if she pulls it off right now, perhaps. No.
Oh, that is amazing.
Oh,
here we go.
My God, Lady Roadhog.
Look at the crowd loves it. Yeah. And I'm not surprised. That is exceptional.
Very impressive to see that.
The swagger as well. I love it. Going
Look at that.
Yeah, I love that.
Well
that's brilliant. The detail on the chain there going up to the hook. That is spectacular. Oh my. The King's back in town. Again, Raiment in his Worgen form. Every time that Battle for Azeroth cinematic plays, he's just like, Anduin, oh! As he gets zapped by Zappy Boy. Is one of my favorite bits.
Impressive mask there.
It is really impressive,
having to work with some faux fur to get that together. Dragon Symmetra,
yes.
Wow.
Fantastic skin there. And look at doing all the poses. Look at that. That's a mixture of body paints and stretch wear and molded and sculpted areas.
That's right.
It's incredible.
The makeup is incredible. Doing the dance. Lovely. Nice color work as well on that one.
Fantastic attention to detail. Oh, here we go. Another Frost Lich Jaina. Oh, my.
Oh, we do. So now
spectacular.
I'm going to have to compare the two. I love the velvety color on her robe there. Look at that, how it reflects in the light. That's so beautiful.
Just goes to show.
Yeah,
when you look at Knights of the Frozen Throne, we've now seen 3 cosplays based off of Knights of the Frozen Throne, reimagining those iconic Warcraft and Hearthstone characters in a new way. Brilliant.
In the Hearthstone.
Rathian the Black Prince, apparently this is where he's been all this time, guys. He's on stage.
Again, a lot of detail in this cosplay.
And very faithful to the game. You can see they've gone for a slightly polygonal kind of sharp edge.
That's right.
It's done. I'm thinking that may be polygon perfect. Rathian, he's up to all sorts. We're not quite sure what.
Another great Diablo 3 cosplay here. Wizard.
Yes.
I played Wizard earlier on the stream. But
that weapon is extremely ornate as well.
And is that real hair? No, it looks like a wig.
Yeah, I think that's part of the costume.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell a little bit. Still, really great job.
That is fantastic. That robe, that looks actually pretty cool. I kind of want to see if I can borrow that. just wear that around.
Borrow it later.
Oh, wow.
Yes, Mercy. Mercy once again. Wing Victory skin. There you go. Look at that. Overwatch. Some more Overwatch cosplay.
those wings. I think wings must be really fun to make, but at the same time, quite awkward to get used to.
Right.
Walking through doors, I imagine you have to get used to being a couple of extra feet longer.
That's right.
Oh, and here we got the High Kings back on stage.
Yeah. And Windrunner.
Yeah, there he is.
Full cosplay.
I got a chance to talk to this lady as well earlier. She made this, I think, in just 3 months.
Wow.
It's
I do want to know
incredible.
more of that. Oh, she was there yesterday as well. Yep.
Yeah. For the Alliance, there we go.
For the Alliance.
It gets them fired up. We're going to see if it curries favour with the judges.
Really
Who
good
knows?
confidence there, too. That armor, though. I think this is just excellent work all around so far. It's hard to choose a favorite. Look at that.
Genji.
Genji from Overwatch once more. Amazing work.
Very cool mask there.
Is that
helmet
LED in the mask I see a little bit? Yeah. I love when they do that. LED just brings it all together.
Makes it pop.
Yeah, makes
Oh,
it
look,
pop.
and the mask
all
comes
over the
up.
cosplay
There we go.
there. Yep.
Ah, another Tyrande. Here we go. Yet to see a Malfurion. But if there was a Malfurion in need, we know there's at least 2 Tyrandes to come and rescue him. Leader of the Night Elves, she is just an exceptional character.
With an exceptional cosplay. More body paint as well in this one, and the makeup as well. Well done. Wigs are also very difficult to pull off, but that looks great. Oreo.
Got Ariel skin
the wings.
from Heroes of the Storm.
Yep, I remember seeing her having to walk through the backstage and having to dip backwards, almost do the, what is it called, the limbo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in essence it was. She
To
was
get through.
limbering with wings. And there we go. Look at that. Oriole, the Angel of Hope.
Love the cloth work. Great all-around cosplay.
Oh, Zarya. Oh, she is pumped.
Zarya, yeah.
Look at
That
that.
is a great Zarya. Look at that
Fantastic
big weapon.
cannon, isn't it? Yeah. The backpack, that is extremely impressive. Zarya actually won the cosplay contest last year.
Ah.
And so it's interesting to see the progression there as other people try and take on a successful cosplay.
Successful winning cosplay.
Some tier 10.
Yeah, Orc Shaman.
There we go.
Loving that.
I have this set as well, actually. So
You
it's-
have it?
Yeah, on my shaman.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
meant you had an actual
As a
cosplay set at
no,
home in your closet.
I wish. I mean, maybe if they leave it unguarded, I
Right.
might be able to
Be like,
sneak it away.
Yep.
There you go.
This was the one I saw backstage, and the LED work is, you know,
It's fantastic.
just amazing to see, especially in the dark.
The Doom Hammer
really
there
pops.
looks exceptional, but oh, here we go, a Necromancer.
Look at that
Look at that
shield.
shield,
Yeah, that is so
Spooky.
good. Oh my goodness.
And again, there's smoke billowing out of the eyes. It is a truly spectacular creation there.
Yeah.
This looks like someone straight out of the game. He
I was
looks
gonna,
like, I felt
even
like,
his face, his
Yeah.
facial features.
I feel like he
Lucky
needs to
for
have
him.
a word with
Yeah.
Chris afterwards and say, did you draw me? Did you make me in the game? And he's like, no. Because this guy looks like the Necromancer. That's spooky.
He really does.
Oh, Anna's skin here. Oh, there we go.
Oh, he's got some smoke work
That's
there.
fantastic, yeah.
And LEDs as well. The whole thing. Look at that.
Some
They're
of those
even. It looks like his
tasty grenades as
his
well.
grenades are pulsing. Or yep, they're pulsing. I can only imagine the amount of work it goes into all these cosplay. Here we go.
Another Sindragosa.
Sindragosa, and even more detail. The LED action going on.
So
Moving
Sindragosa
LEDs.
is the frost worm we see raised by the Lich King in the Wrath of the Lich King opening cinematic, and also a Dragonwood kill.
Such a great cosplay. I'm always curious, like, how long did this take to put together?
Oh, what a spectacular Witch Doctor.
Doctor.
Look at the quivering as well. I love that. That's something that you always see when you're playing a Witch Doctor.
Great movement and horns. Look at those horns. Oh, that mask. Oh, that is amazing. Well done.
See, being a witch doctor, she might be able to do some form of voodoo that grants her the victory as well.
I'm going to stay out of her line of sight.
Yeah.
Death Knight.
There you go.
Oh, that is really beautiful. Intricate detail on the hood.
Spilt some jam on the
And the
pauldrons.
armor.
Happens to the best of us. But still, that is very, very cool.
Very cool.
That sword as well.
I always love when they nail the color and the paint on the armor.
Oh, someone needs healing on stage,
Polygon
guys.
Genji.
Here we go, a polygonal Genji.
This is excellent. Look at the
crowd loves
the
it.
light,
blade
the
on
color.
that. It's fantastic, isn't it?
I mean, it looks straight out of the game. This is
Let's
amazing.
see his dragon blade now. Has he got enough charge? There we go.
Oh.
Reflect.
Ooh. Love it.
Cool. That's a very cool
Always
looking
works
costume.
with the music too as it's going. And they walk on stage.
Get you fired up.
Yeah, exactly. Puts you right into the game.
Here we
All right,
go.
4 more contestants. We got Ariel. Look at that. More wings. With the, those draped wings, the fabric they use is so beautiful.
Yeah, the angels in Diablo, to pull them off in cosplay with their dark, hollow faces is really challenging because it's very hard to see. But they've obviously managed it spectacularly well there as they walk with confidence and, by looks of things, real chainmail. That is
great chainmail there. Oh, we have ourselves a Hearthstone deck, the Shaman card. Look at that. Hearthstone deck cosplay. Great job. Oh my goodness. Well played. Well played.
I was actually walking back to the hotel behind that Hearthstone deck the other day, and it is massive.
Super cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
You're like, how do I get on the other side?
On the back, it's got the card
walk
back
past,
from the dungeon ones. There we go. So I think that looks like it concludes this year's cosplay contest.
Wow.
That is what an impressive lineup.
The first time here live. It's so impressive. It's amazing to see all the work that goes into this cosplay and how detailed and straight from the game. I keep saying that, but that's what it looks like.
That is exactly what it is. And
they
again,
nail
the
it.
amount of passion and focus and knowledge these people have about these characters, the worlds they're in, how they should act, and also I think why they chose to cosplay as those
That's
things.
right.
They love them and they identify with them at some level. So that'd be pretty exciting. I think really I admire cosplayers because I don't think it's wrong to say, but I consider myself a cosplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've cosplayed before, and
you're great at the impression part, so it makes sense to bring it all together with a costume.
I think we've got some video evidence of. You make your minds up. I think I was robbed, but we'll see.
Take a look.
So I'm here behind the Blizzard main stage before the cosplay competition to see if I can chat to some of the other cosplayers, get some tips, and see what the judges think of my amazing outfit. We've got the Queen of the Undercity. Well, used to be. Sorry, I shouldn't. That's probably too soon, actually. Sorry, my beard's going in my mouth. This is an exceptional cosplay outfit. How long did this take to make?
It took me around 370 hours to make the whole costume. Yeah.
Wow. What do you think of my cosplay? Do you know who I am?
Yeah, you are...
I'm Deckard Cain from Diablo.
Yes.
Quite a treasure you'll have there in that Herodric cube.
So, how long did it take you?
Generally, I just bought it in a shop. Are you going to be on stage?
I will be on stage.
Well, good luck. Look at this. This is actual metal.
Oh, yeah.
So, how long did this take you to make?
It took me a year, around a year. Yeah.
This is my first.
Well, looking lovely. I like the trainers.
Well, they get covered up normally. That's fine.
Okay.
This is a phenomenal cosplay. We got to see it yesterday in the Battle for Azeroth cosplay showcase.
I think the most important thing is to make something that makes us happy.
Yes.
And if you are happy to wear this, so...
Would you be happy wearing
Yes.
this? Yeah, exactly. It's a great cosplay.
Yes.
It's a great cosplay. Shake it. Hello. Quite a treasure you'll have there in that Herodric cube. I've got another one. I'll be right back. Hang on. I got one more. Hang on.
I can't do that. That would be stealing.
No? This isn't a Blizzard costume, but I nailed this one. Huh? Yeah?
When Lordaeron fell to the Scourge, few were affected more than the Knights of the Silver Hand. After their disbandment, many retreated to an ancient monastery in the hills of Tirisfal and formed the Scarlet Crusade, swearing to eradicate the undead and all who would aid them. As High Inquisitor, Sally Whitemane leads the Crusade in their fight against the menace of undeath, purifying its corruption wherever it takes root. Whitemane is an aggressive ranged support that bolsters healing to her allies by damaging her enemies. Whitemane's trait, Zeal, allows her to provide healing for her allies. Teammates that are healed by her abilities receive the Zeal buff. For a short period of time, allies with Zeal will heal for a large percentage of damage that the Inquisitor dishes out. Desperate Plea is Whitemane's first ability. When used, she heals an ally for a small amount and infuses them with Zeal. The ability has almost no cooldown. However, Whitemane is inflicted with Desperation each time she uses it. Desperation stacks up to 3 times and will greatly increase the mana cost of Desperate Plea. Whitemane's W ability, Inquisition, provides consistent damage and in return, consistent healing by way of Zeal. When cast, Whitemane channels a beam that damages and slows enemy heroes, allowing allies to secure a pick on enemies that are in retreat. Her E ability, Searing Lash, is Whitemane's main source of damage. Searing Lash damages all enemies in a line and will strike a second time if an enemy hero is hit. Due to its short cooldown, it can be used to poke enemy heroes and delay objective captures. Whitemane's first heroic, Scarlet Aegis, calls upon the light to grant Zeal, armor, and a heal to all nearby allies. This can be used in a pinch to mitigate incoming AoE damage and help provide a window for extra team healing through Zeal. Whitemane's second heroic ability is Divine Reckoning. After a slight delay, she unleashes Holy Wrath upon all enemies in a large area and deals continuous damage for a short time. Due to the ability size, Divine Reckoning is a great way to quickly heal teammates with Zeal and provide a burst of damage that will give your allies the edge in a team fight. Whitemane's effectiveness as a healer comes from her ability to deal damage to enemy heroes. Remember to utilize the Zeal buff on your allies in team fights in order to maximize your healing potential. Whitemane's level 1 talent, Clemency, grants her the option to cast Inquisition on her teammates for a more direct heal. Due to Desperation, mastering Whitemane requires proper management of your mana while healing multiple targets. Thankfully, she has several talents at level 4 that help to mitigate this. Unwavering Faith reduces the cost of Desperate Plea and provides a shield at maximum desperation. High Inquisitor removes Desperation and restores mana when Inquisition is used, and Indulgence returns mana when heroes are hit by Searing Lash. When playing against Whitemane, keep in mind that she does not have a practical escape. Dive the backline and put pressure on her in order to take her out of action or force a retreat that leaves her teammates vulnerable. In addition to the slow on her W ability, Whitemane has other options for disrupting enemy movement. At level 13, Harsh Discipline roots enemy heroes that are damaged by Searing Lash while Inquisition is active on them. At level 20, Judgment Day causes all enemy heroes hit by Divine Reckoning to be pulled to the center, making it all the more difficult to escape their trial by fire. High Inquisitor Whitemane has come to purify the nexus of its corruption. Will you stand in her way or arise as her new champion? Make sure to leave us a comment or subscribe to Heroes of the Storm on YouTube and we'll see you in the Nexus.
The light has spoken.
Incredible contestants.
Yeah.
40, but we're going
Could have
to
been
narrow.
41.
It could have been 41
Could have been
with
41.
your cosplay. Yeah, we should definitely talk about that. In that those two costumes you just like.
Three.
Yeah, three.
Costumes.
The third one.
I thought it was pretty good. It's convincing.
I think you nailed it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he said.
Yes.
Like you said.
Yes.
I said. Yeah.
Who knows? That's the magic of
That's the
cosplay, isn't it,
magic.
really?
Yeah, that's
Everyone's
right.
wondering, like, oh, it was... And I think it was a technicality. Because
Oh,
obviously you're
right.
associated with Blizzard, but not part of the Blizzard game.
That's right.
So.
I'm not a Blizzard cosplay.
That's the thing.
Unfortunately. Maybe. We also have 10 contestants that are going to be coming up soon.
Yes,
we're going to take a look
get
at the
our top 10.
finalists.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick favourites, but we're allowed to.
Yes,
because
we're allowed to say some of our
exactly,
favourites
we're
from
not,
the
Yeah, exactly. We can have
the
our own
presentation,
opinion.
yeah.
And so I would say I really liked female Roadhog.
Okay.
Roadhog
Yep.
was just
That was impressive.
exceptional. I really liked the Zarya.
Zarya,
I liked the Rathian as well. Like
Yeah.
I liked that as a kind of. It felt very much like World of Warcraft came to life. And so yeah, I think those were really interesting. Obviously, you were saying about Doomfist.
Yeah, Doom,
Like,
because he went for the
Ooh.
real deal. He can
I
maybe use that
literally
in
made
battle.
a Doomfist out of metal.
Yeah.
I mean, that is
And
like literally.
The articulate,
Yeah, it all
it pops
moves,
out. It
it's
does the whole thing.
It's all controlled
Yeah.
via, like I was saying, he should make an actual, full-on working mech or something
Yeah,
like that. Just be able
yeah.
to stomp around. That's
great. A lot of skill went
year
into
he
that,
was
for sure.
he was here and he cosplayed Soldier 76
Oh.
and made a metal faceplate. And it was very cool. It looked very good. And it's like, oh, that's really cool to see someone actually go into that detail. But this is his second cosplay. So to go from that to this, a fully working Doomfist.
He set the bar even higher.
It was
for this year.
extremely impressive. So it will be interesting to see. I think he is probably in a very good position right now, just because of how it ticked so many boxes.
And it's the only one of its kind, really, when you think about the overall cosplayers who use different materials. But it's like he stands out because he's using actual metal and functioning fists. So, yeah.
And gold-plated it as well. Like, he's got a very extravagant Doomfist.
Now, do we know if it's actual gold? I don't
Yes,
know.
apparently.
What?
Yeah, apparently it's actual gold-plated.
Okay,
It's
well-
it's steel, and then it's real gold-plated.
So not only is it a great cosplay, but it's very expensive.
It's probably worth a bit. So again,
Probably worth a lot.
We have to make sure he gets out of here safely.
Yeah, I think you were talking.
I think, to be honest with you, he's got a Doomfist. He's going to be fine.
Yeah, he's gonna be good. He's gonna be fine. But yeah, like in Overwatch, you were talking about how it's straight out of WoW. I think for me, the one that stood out to me for Overwatch cosplay was Genji.
Yes.
To me, that looked
The
really
polygonal
true to the
Genji
game.
was
and
fantastic.
the level of pop in that sword and the colors that he used and the way that he molded the armor and everything. I mean, I thought that was super impressive for me. That was one of my favorites. But you already mentioned Doomfist, and I agree, Lady Roadhog, great stuff around there. But yeah, those are some of my favorites.
The
right off
Zarya
the
was
bat.
very impressive. That huge cannon.
Yeah.
I don't even know logistically how she got it in here, let alone how she made it and then all the rest.
But it is really hard to pick one.
Yes.
And the judges have the tough decision of having to do that. And I don't know. I don't envy having to, I don't know what criteria they're using. That's also something that, do they factor in the confidence on stage and
I
the
think
true
it
to
all-
character
yeah.
nature that they perform
all of that
in
plays
front of the audience.
into
Yeah.
all of that plays into what they're doing. And I think when you're looking at the progression in the quality of cosplay, just everyone up on stage was spectacular. That you can't really say there was a weak costume up there.
All of them came in with their best work.
Yeah.
So would you say, based off your previous years, has the bar been raised that much higher?
Again. It's just like you think you've seen it all, and then someone uses, like I feel like they're Tony Stark in a cave, and out of a box of scraps built, a Doomfist. Like it's exceptional to see just how someone can go that far and apply all these different techniques and skills to, again, just elevate it. And what it means is now everyone up on that stage is thinking, maybe I could build myself a forge and maybe get an anvil and maybe hammer out some of I can make some bits in metal. And, you know, it's just every time someone comes along and raises the bar, someone wants to then jump over it. And it's incredible. You know, at BlizzCons, we've seen people making fully functional, walking, rideable turtle mounts.
Oh my gosh!
You know, and
imagine getting a Diva mech or something up on
and
stage.
we've seen it happen. Yeah, in the past.
Oh my
and
gosh.
It's you know,
I need to go back and rewatch those.
Just the level of skill and passion in the Blizzard community is just off the chart.
Yeah, I really would love to see that journey, like you were saying, the progression. But the starting points of how they start with the design, they pick the character, they go into the shop or wherever they start gathering materials to make it happen. I have cosplayed before. I once did a Mercy cosplay. Actually, once did. I did it this year.
Nice, well done.
Kind of my first full, like armor everything cosplay I've ever done. Used to be previous years I would do it for Halloween or something. And I just go on Amazon and buy a few things. Nothing to the level of detail that we're seeing on stage. But yeah, my Mercy cosplay was one that I attempted this year, and I think I did pretty good. You guys can look it up online if you want.
Here we go.
Oh,
we're going to start seeing now.
Contestants, the finalists,
the Banshee Queen.
Yep.
Sylvanas Windrunner is one of our top 10 and well-deserved. Exceptional.
I mean, even starting yesterday as well, this is going to be great.
She's very much embodying Sylvanas.
She is, yeah.
Very confident, calm, collected. Doomfist.
Oh, Doomfist, yeah.
Again, no surprises
Almost could have predicted that one. Great choice. He knows. He knows.
Real
he did
horn
great
as well.
work there.
Oh, there we go. And the Druid set. There we go. With the
Such
smoke
a great
now. We're seeing
and a great
those coming out.
performance, too, when she was on stage.
So all of these having a chance to win. They'll all take home something, but potentially the Alienware or the HP Omen prizes.
And
Obviously
2 tickets to BlizzCon for the #1 spot. Coming up in November.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Very hard to make.
Such great work on the mask. And the feet. I just noticed the paws.
Those eyes as well.
And actually couldn't make that out earlier, but you
Lich,
see it
Jaina
now.
as well coming out to join us.
Yep.
There we go.
Another great
Very
cosplay.
happy to be there.
Yes.
It's great to see Hearthstone being represented so solidly up in the cosplay.
Yes. Amazing staff work as well.
Oh,
just so
Tracer.
Beautiful. Yes.
Oh, no, the Wizard, sorry.
Oh, yeah, the
I
Wizard.
misheard them.
Yep. I'd say the armor and I pointed out the wig earlier, but the armor work on this cosplay. I wonder if those are real piercings, too.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Oh,
yes.
the
Edwin. He's back.
Okay. Oh, for the Alliance again. She knows it's a cheap pop.
She knows how to work the crowd.
Loves it, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Here we go. A Janai there. Another Jaina.
Cosplayers
there we
cheering
go.
her on.
Here's our tier 10 Orc Shaman.
Yeah, that one actually.
Doom
another
Hammer
one of my favorites, which I saw.
Doomfist.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be? Who will doom the other? Who will meet their doom? There we go. Sindragosa.
That's right. Sindragosa was another one of my picks. We had 2 contestants cosplaying as her. This one definitely stood out.
Oh,
of course.
Death Seer.
Of course, the Shaman card. Yep.
Very interesting. It's different. It's very different from the other cosplays up there.
Matching our shirts today. Well played.
Yes.
Just so happens. Nice. Okay, so who do you think?
Well, I'm devastated that Roadhog's not up on there, but that's fine. I think Frostlich Jaina looks spectacular. A huge amount of detail. The more you look, the more little bits you see here and there.
Yeah.
Doomfist, I just feel like it's just such an impressive build, but it's not just about doing one thing exceptionally well. It's about all of these things. Yeah. The amount of effort being displayed on stage at the moment is
And imagine
unreal.
placing top 10
Well, again,
already
on this
feeling
field,
pretty great.
exactly.
I can imagine.
And this is, it got different emotes.
A grave
there we
mistake. Look at that.
You just spam that. Well played.
I will shatter you.
There we go. Full deaths here.
I just noticed the beard is also real.
It's real, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
faux hair, I imagine, but yeah.
No, I think it's actually orcish beard. She got it.
She got actual
yeah, there you go.
orcish beard.
Melly having a little play there. Thrall. The elements will destroy you. The legendary gem as well on there.
I
it's
think,
all very,
yeah.
very cool.
So it's, for me, I don't know. It's a tough call.
I know, and we've got it down to 10. They've already,
Sylvanas is also,
it.
She's been pretty present in the cosplay contests, and just always stands out in a crowd.
It's, again, very high quality cosplay. A much beloved character that is cosplayed a lot. So to stand out as Sylvanas
That's right.
is very challenging. But she's done it.
Sindragosa with the flashing LEDs.
Yeah.
Could very well be as well a top runner.
So we've got all sorts of things here. The details on the horns. In fact, we're almost seeing a colour theme on the left-hand side of the stage there. We've got these Death Knight undead blues.
The blue LEDs.
It's
yeah,
very Northrend-esque. So it's quite nice to have them all together.
Kind of went for a gradient, starting with the blue and then slowly switching to the reds.
The flashing LEDs there are very cool.
That is really, really cool.
Maybe the batteries need changing. Maybe they're meant to be on all the
they're
time.
flashing because the battery's low. It could be that also.
It's very cool.
But let's not.
Pulsing
I'm sure
with
she
magic.
won't mention that. Yeah.
Here we go. Meanwhile, Doomfist.
But Doomfist has LEDs on his skin, his head.
So he's got wires. You can just see the wires. Kind of less so than one of those
faint.
microphones.
Yeah. Oh.
Look at that.
There he goes, showing it off again.
But again, real horn is being used on there. It's real metal. It's really stuck to his skin with glue. It's an exceptional level of commitment and detail.
You have to wonder what could he have done more, I mean, we're going to find out who the winner is, but yeah, what could he have maybe done more to make it even more impressive?
I really don't know.
It's hard to say,
exactly.
yeah.
I
but look at the pulsing LEDs there, too.
I feel like this is pretty much the pinnacle of these. Last year, when we had the official Doomfist cosplay for Blizzard, and I got a chance to play around with their Doomfist gauntlet, and it was huge, but was made out of plastics and resins and things like that. So to have a metal one like that, that is very cool. And here we go, the shaman there.
The orc shaman, yeah.
There we go.
Oh, and that weapon.
Doomhammer
Look
there.
at that, yeah.
Looking exceptionally frosty.
And you got to look at the work in that mask, the horns.
Again,
the little detail and the
lights and all the rest. Leather being used.
Fine detail, everything, nothing missed.
All the icicles.
Capture that.
Everything has to be made by hand and applied. And
is that leather work?
I believe so, yeah.
That's a tough
vinyl
material to work with, generally speaking.
Here we go. Dreamwalker vestments there.
And is that some... that's the smoke, I believe.
Yeah, you've seen a bit of dry
like you
ice
mentioned,
or something,
she had that going on.
some form of magic.
Mm-hmm.
It's the cosplay. Look at those, the quilting.
Now
there.
you can see it even closer.
Yeah, you can see why she was picked into the last 10 there.
That's
those
right.
scale armor, very, very cool. Must have taken ages.
Yeah. Gorgeous cosplay.
There we go. Look at this.
Yeah, they're showing up a close-up on
we go behind
the fog work. She also has the
crest
attitude.
Darnassus.
She might actually take it. I don't know.
Again,
I'm changing my my picks every time I see a new cosplay.
And again, they're King Anduin Rin. This armor, when it was first premiered in that cinematic, was just so cool. is just such a cool design.
It is.
It is one of the coolest things Blizzard has released in recent memory.
Going
and
for the
see
Alliance.
That kind of going on air is fantastic.
Gamescom story
Fantastic.
Hearthstone.
Gen. We've got Gen
Oh,
up
the
there.
cosplay interview.
Going up. So there's Gen looking fantastic again.
And even the work on his mouth as well.
Yeah,
being able to
talks
speak.
away, exactly. Obviously, everything Gen says is a lie and that Sylvanas has done nothing wrong. But it's nice to see that articulated, sure. It's a very cool coat.
Again, with the leather work,
Hopefully
too,
we
it
see
looks
these
like.
sorts of coats making their way into Warcraft. I'd love to have something like that to
wear
transmog around.
wear around
yeah.
in the winter?
Yes, definitely.
In London, when it gets cold?
Yes. Here we go. Diablo 3, the wizard.
The staff. Wow. Seeing it all close up.
Hugely, hugely detailed there as well. All of those scrolls filled with magical incantations, or maybe recipes for a fantastic souffle. Who knows? There's a fantastic detailed staff there.
It looks like, yeah, he's... He even has the piercings. I don't know. I seem to recall that being part of it, or is that just his...
I believe those are his.
His normal piercings, but it works with the cosplay.
It really does, and the crowd loves it.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on a top knot? Do you reckon I could pull it off?
Oh, yes. You could
I'm seeing
definitely
it there
pull it
on
off.
him, and I'm thinking, looks pretty cool.
You can make it
pretty
happen.
Cool. Yeah. I have to grow the hair out. I think I also want to have that belt as well. That's pretty cool girdle.
Wear that around.
I think when
every
you've got
con you go.
a belt that size, you can really eat whatever you want. It's going to keep most of the belly in check there. But those pauldrons, those are very cool.
Yeah. It's so hard to pick one. Just one out of them. Them all. Such great work.
I mean, it's a real tribute to Blizzard Games and their artists. The fact that all of these creations across all of these different games are all spectacular and are so inspiring to create cosplays for. Here we go, Froshlitz's Jaina.
This one was pretty impressive when she walked out. The makeup.
Again, you just see a little bit of
on
ice.
her.
Yeah, a little bit of icicles forming there. Her own version of Frostmourne in hand. Those chains look amazing.
Those bulky chains, the metal chains,
really
look like
cool.
real metal.
Exactly, very Blizzard in that art style.
Yeah.
It's great. Those pauldrons, they look spectacular. I like the shocking pinks down the hair there as well. It's, yeah.
Nice touch. And the, like I was saying, the suede reflective look on her hood. And her cape, her robe, I would call it. Yeah, great work. All right, so that's it.
There we go.
That's
is
all 10
our top 10.
top finalists.
It's not an easy decision by any stretch of the imagination.
I'm gonna find
but
out.
it looks like
they've decided.
They've got something there.
Yeah. Winners and all.
Here we go.
See? Top
Top
three.
three.
Looks like.
That's what it says.
About to find that out.
Hopefully it's a surprise one of me on my way to BlizzCon.
What if they call your name? What are you going to do? Rush up on stage?
Straight away drop this. I'll be gone. You can finish up the show.
I'll finish up the show
Exactly.
myself. I've got you. If you win this.
I'll get Roadhog to come up here and
help me
at
out.
the top. Yeah. That
Okay.
Thrall Death Sealer
Building
is
up
really
the-
good. Isn't
Yeah.
it? An entire
It's
deck
true.
of cards.
Yep.
What a fantastic concept.
Building up to the big moment. It's anyone's guess as to who will win this. They're all so great in their own way. Okay. All right, the top 3 are going to be announced any second now.
There we go. Just a big round of applause for everyone there. You can see huge turnout here in Hall 7. Everyone's just so excited to see these in person. That is just an exceptional number of people all in one place. And everyone's trying to wave at the camera.
Great work. Here it goes.
I should have given it a go, actually.
Third spot.
Third place.
Who is it? Oh. Can't wait to hear it.
Place number 39, Elizabeth, one-hammered as Shaman Hearthstone deck.
Oh yes, the Hearthstone deck.
Cool.
Well,
there we go, fantastic.
Well
that is one of the first times we've seen a Hearthstone cosplay place in the top 3. That's
definitely
a real
great
tribute
work.
there.
Very unique idea. Well deserved.
Yeah, do you know what? It is truly a legendary cosplay.
Yeah, it really is.
Or as they'd say if you unpacked it, legendary! Maybe she could come back next year, team up with Doomfist, and do it as a golden legendary
that
out
would
of actual
be
gold.
Incredible. You need to. That's a golden idea.
That
you need
is.
to tell her.
Well, what we could do is we do it even bigger, and she dresses up as Thrall inside the deck, and then she just does the pose. I mean, again, I'm saying all this having displayed that I'm not very good at cosplay.
But you have the good
I've got
ideas.
the ideas, and ideas
it's
are
just
worth
the
everything.
execution part.
Exactly.
But you can make it happen. You should come back next year. Give it a shot.
I just
for
love
real.
how chill it is, though, as well. Just like she's just walking around, just on a deck of cards.
Yeah.
You know, nothing to see here.
Carry on. All right. Second place.
Okay. Anduin Rin,
Oh,
here we go.
Yes.
So again, fantastic. That helm as well is really, really cool.
And fitting for the release of Battle for Azeroth. So great. Agreed. That is a great cosplay. The fitting of the top 3.
Again, just for the World of Warcraft fans out there, this doesn't count as the Alliance beating the Horde. This is just an isolated example. The Horde are still very, very much the best faction. TM.
All right, for those of you listening and watching the stream, stay tuned after this. We're going to be interviewing all 10 contestants. Of course, we're about to find out now who else made the top 3. But be sure to stay tuned after. We're going to find out who the winner is.
They're going to be on their way.
The official number 1 spot goes to anticipation.
Exciting. Here we go.
My heart's beating.
Oh, they've got their... It's the Alienware laptop.
The Alienware laptop, yeah. Yep.
It still could be me. They might say Terps as a small gnome.
That's right. 2 tickets to BlizzCon up for grabs for the winner.
2 tickets, isn't it? That's a good point, actually.
Yes, that's right.
If I didn't already have one, I could have gone
along
and befriended the winner.
Ooh.
Yeah. Here we go.
Number 1 spot. And the winner is, my goodness, the Orc Shaman. Wow.
Fantastic. That
Such great work and
there.
Well-deserved first place winner. There you go. Wielding 2 amazing weapons. 1 stellar cosplay. Number 1 cosplay officially as of this year. Here it goes.
and asking
See
how do they feel.
How do they feel exactly?
Yeah.
You get to go to
That's not going to sink in
BlizzCon.
for a while. After all of the hours, the countless hours that pour into this.
It's a huge payoff.
It's, yeah, surreal.
To be able to win this, all that hard work, well rewarded.
Look at that. Melly's just going to take Doomhammer there. It's the ancestral war mace of the Frostwolf clan. And instead now they have an Alienware laptop.
Yes. Great job.
Maybe able to summon similar elements. Certainly the element of surprise and entertainment.
Wow.
Maybe if it's got really good cooling, some form of air elementals. But there you go, two tickets.
2 tickets, trip for 2, BlizzCon, November, that's coming up soon.
November 2nd and 3rd, it's so soon.
So soon,
Cannot wait.
It's going to be in a flash, be here in a flash.
There we go, we've got oversized check as well.
Yeah,
fantastic.
we're going to be interviewing the 10 contestants right after this, so stay
we're going to
tuned.
check out what Hearthstone's been up to over this past week.
Take a look.
Hey, I'm here with Dean Ayala. We are here in the Hearthstone booth at Gamescom. Dean, thanks for joining me.
Thanks a lot. It's awesome to be here. Gamescom is huge.
We are in front of an actual Hearthstone board.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Dean, we've just had the launch of Puzzles, just came out this week.
Sure.
So we had the Puzzle Lab came out, and that we've got 4 different types of puzzles. There's lethal, mirror, board control, and survival.
Yeah, you got them all. Yeah.
And do you guys have to kind of test any of the single player cards, or does that just stay within the kind of single player design team, the events design team?
Yeah, the single player team basically makes all the puzzles. I think someone from Initial, one of the guys, Alec, moved over and I think helped them with a bunch of the puzzles. There's a bunch of them, right? It takes an insane amount of work to even make like one of the puzzles. I think once you get in and start, designing a puzzle, you always want to put all these red herrings in it, and figure out try to ways that kind of confuse people, but not confuse them for too long. So I think it's really easy as a designer to get stuck building one puzzle and just have it take days and days and days. But I think once you get into the swing of it, I was watching them and having them playtest them, and doing playtests for puzzles is actually really interesting too, because you kind of want to give them to people and see what they think. And we're all really competitive, so it's like someone's trying to figure something out, and it's like, oh wow, it's taking you that long to figure that puzzle out, huh? Yeah. So it's been fun to watch people do them over time.
Our Puzzle Lab's going to help me be a better Hearthstone player?
I hope so, yeah. Basically, we knew puzzles was something that we wanted to do for a really long time. I remember one of our designers, Hayron, built the first puzzle I think I'd ever seen, sometime before the Grand Tournament area. So a really long time ago. I built a bunch of puzzles with Grand Tournament stuff with I think I had the guy who you can hero power twice, and it was a really cool idea that we had way back then. It's just a matter of finding the right flavor, the right time to do it. It's like when we had Knights of the Frozen Throne, you had the Lich King, right? And you kind of want to tell the Lich King story, and you want to tell a linear story there. So we chose the right thing for that adventure. For Kobolds, we had the Kobold tunnels and randomized adventure, and for Bloomsday, it's mad laboratory, the mad scientists. So puzzles felt finally the right time for us to do it. So it was something that we knew that we were going to do once we had this theme in place.
It's the Boomsday Project! The Boomsday Project is the first Hearthstone expansion to feature legendary spells.
How do you feel on the whole about the Boomsday Project? Have you got any particular favorite things you've seen emerge in the meta, or anything that kind of sticks out as a real success for you?
I think so far, it's been really positive feedback. There's been weird decks pop up that we weren't really expecting. There's the combo priest with 64-1 Stone Tusk scores, which we knew that was a deck going in.
APM priest.
Yeah, APM priest. We knew that was a deck going in, but we knew it wasn't very powerful. So it's always kind of surprising when there's a deck that's not very powerful, but it gets picked up for whatever reason by I think one of the big reasons was Dog, who's a really popular streamer, and he plays it. It's really fun to watch.
So in terms of card balance, what would be do you do you change every card that comes through, or do some of the cards come through and they're completely fine from the get-go? Like, are the initial design team kind of getting it now? Do you have to do less work as time goes on?
Yes and no. Yes, like, the initial design team is amazing. Like, most of them, I think all of them at this point could easily work on final design. Like, they understand, the initial design understands card balance, you know? Like, the lead of initial design, Peter, could easily do, you know, the job that I do. So a lot of us are versed in card design, or versed in card balance, like the whole team is. It's just we're specialized in different things. But it doesn't make the work that we do like easier. It just gives us more time to do more polish.
Like, is there one expansion where you were just like, this, just everything felt right about this?
It's sort of cliche to say like the latest one. I mean, like Boomsday is really, I think, our best work, but it comes as a result of, you know, working on all these expansions, and hopefully things get better and better, and the team grows. So I'd say Boomsday is our best expansion, right?
Well, thank you very much, Dean. I appreciate you taking the time to talk.
Always a pleasure to talk.
Looks like you beat me, but you know, maybe next time I'll go and I'll net deck something. I'll get something.
Anytime you want.
I guess I worked like 350 hours on this costume. It was a lot of work to do this costume. There is foam, warbler, a lot of resin, as you can see with the crystal. Maybe the costume I'm the most proud of. I was really happy about the expansion of Knight of the Frozen Throne because I love Arthas, I love the Lich King, and when I saw Jaina in a Death Knight armor, I was like, oh gosh, I have to do that, she's so badass. Gamescom is my favorite convention, so I'm so happy to want the fact to go to the convention too. It's amazing, and everyone is so kind with me, so I'm so happy. So I really want to thank Blizzard and Hearthstone for this contest, because I think it's really important for the cosplay community and for the event. It's just awesome. Thank you so much.
I live to build things. Bombs mostly. So come work with me and we'll create all kinds of new inventions. Bombs mostly.
Science! You can grow into success with no regrets when you work with Dr. Boom. Oh, yeah. Technology! You can work with the best and the brightest when you work with Dr. Boom.
Ginormous mechanical pneumatic gorilla robot arms for smashing everything. Giant.
What he said. Yeah.
Come add your skills to my team at Boom Laboratories. We're exploding with opportunity.
Dr. Boom is not responsible for severed, exploded, or lost body parts. Revealing location of semi-secret lab is punishable by death. Apply now.
Oh, Lord Sarfang. How many do you think?
Too many. There is no honor in this. They will come for us now. All of them!
My father, Hikazi. He fought with you in the Third War. He told me stories. How you could cut down 10 enemies with a single blow. This be my first battle. What should I do?
Don't die.
Yes, of course. But if I do fall, may it be with honor in glorious color.
There will be no glory today. Only pain. You have earned your warrior's death, my son. Yet once again, I am denied it.
What are you doing?
Claiming what is mine. Go back. I said go back! Live another day. Go back to your father.
I can't. He's dead. The Horde. It's all we have.
So, you know me. Is that it? What I've seen? What I've done? Oh, give up, boy.
Like you? Live another day.
Without armor?
right, I'm here with the official BlizzCon at Gamescom cosplay winner. Congratulations. You did such a great job. You're Orc Shaman Tier 10. Tell me what it took to bring this together.
1.5 years with suffering pain and playing much World of Warcraft.
So you were playing while you were making this. How long did it take?
Most of the time I'm working of this 1.5 years. It's around 3 hours per day or so. It's very much, I just worked it out without counting the time, so it's hard to say what it's exactly.
Right, but 3 hours a day approximate. And what made you go with the Orc Shaman?
I love the Ice Crown Citadel, and the Shaman design is really, really cool. And I saw the artifact weapons in Legion, and I thought this would be very, very great together with this custom, and so I decided to make it.
Yeah, and can you talk about the materials you used for the weapons, everything that you've got going on? I see some leather work.
Yes, of course. It's mostly Warbler. Because of this, it's really heavy. But I have also used foam for the horns on the head. And I also use foam for the bracers and leather to cover everything. And I sewed everything on my own and designed everything on my own. And I used color to coloration all of the complete custom. And it was so much work. And I also used hot glue to make these ice cones, and everything is so much details.
Yeah, the detail is incredible, the craftsmanship, everything, even the LED lights. I mean, like you said, it's a lot of work, but it paid off because you're the official winner here at Gamescom, and you get 2 tickets to BlizzCon, which is coming up in November. So are you excited for that?
Yes, of course. I never thought I would go there, so it's really like a dream.
Right? Is it your first time at BlizzCon?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you're going to have such an amazing time. Well, now you get to relax a little bit. Are you going to keep this costume on for much longer today?
I don't think so. I have a suitcase and a ride off the stage, and I will just put it off.
All right, well, it's well-deserved. Congratulations again. All right, we're taking it back to Terps. Terps, how's it going?
Thank you very much. Fantastic. Wasn't that a fantastic and well-deserved winner there? Seeing the detail and the time that's gone into that, exceptional. I think Gamescom this week has been just phenomenal, but we can't forget that global premiere on Wednesday of the new Diva animated short, Shooting Star. Now, Blizzard being Blizzard, they always like to surprise us with new things. And today is no different. We actually have another exclusive for you. We've got the Shooting Star director's commentary. So we're going to be able to play that, and you're going to hear some of the insights from the director behind the piece. Also, because Blizzard is a global company and one of its key values is to think globally, they've also got a lovely little video about some of the localization that goes on so that all the fans can enjoy the products in the most authentic way. So here's a couple of videos to check that out.
All the 3 voices you hear are distinctly different from the original. Lucio, for example, we had to create without having an American original voice. We just had to create him. We just said, well, how do we do this? And came up and elaborated the Lucio voice.
And when you have the movie, you see the character, you see the emotions. Dubbing a game is always a lot more with imagination.
In many moments, you don't see the character. You have the script, and you have to do it. You know, like you think and how the director tells you to do it. That's just a big difference to video games where you just have, you know, the and everything. He told me, be tougher, be deeper, you know, do it more
That's
strong.
the wrong one.
Yes! You wanna fight it. Bring it!
It's actually a great feeling because you can do a lot of stuff you can't do when you have a fixed movie. You can be much more creative, be tougher, look at the artistic director, always look at the artistic director. And yeah, you have a lot of creative freedom which you don't have when you are clung to a picture. See what I mean?
Diva is a very strong character. She's very tough. She also has a very sensitive side, and she's funny. I like to dub these characters. I always like strong woman or bad woman. If it's like a little sound in the voice, or I always love to say nerf das.
It's the exciting parts when the exaggerated taunts, they're sometimes really funny. When Lucio, for example, goes really, this the DJ thing, and it's completely hilarious. That's fun.
When we started dubbing the character, we didn't have an original, so we really could try out ourselves. So it was really about acting, playing, because there's so many characters and there's so many different actings, and you really got to find your place to make this character special or make it yourself. And that was quite a journey, but it was lots of fun. That's a huge difference to most of the games I do, because there you're restricted, and Overwatch is like freedom of acting.